تكاد تميز من الغيظ كلما ألقي فيها جوف فوج كلما ألقي فيها فوج سألهم خزنتها ألم يأتكم نذير قالوا بلى قد جاءنا نذير.
Okay, so let's start. Welcome back. Okay, so let's start over. I stopped at, remember? We stopped here. The question that I asked about the word snack. So is it small or big? When is it eaten? Between meals? And I asked my students, what's your favorite snack? Okay, we have someone in the waiting room. Okay, so again, such questions, when I ask my students this question, I'll be sure that they got the word snack and they understand it completely and correctly, because they know that it's a small amount of food and it's eaten between meals. And my favorite snack, they will, from their answers, I'll check that they know, okay? They know the word snack. Welcome, Miss Ilham Mustafa. Yeah, I tried a lot to send you a message on WhatsApp group. Okay. Okay, welcome, Miss Ilham. So again, these kind of questions are called CCQs, concept checking questions. So here I am asking such questions to check that my students understand the item of grammar that I am teaching or I am explaining. It can be grammar or it can be vocabulary, like this word, okay? Yes, concept, yes. CCQs, concept checking questions, okay? So again, in the first part, I asked questions just to elicit what can they see in the picture. So they see the snack. So these kinds of questions called eliciting. So I ask them to elicit the language. And the snack here is the target language. So I ask eliciting questions before the target language, okay? After students say the target language, I ask CCQs, concept checking questions, okay? Okay. Now it's time to know what are the kinds of concept checking questions. Okay, thank you, Alia. Thank you. Okay, so here we have eliciting questions and CCQs questions. Eliciting questions used to find out what students already know. The answer of this question will lead to the target language. So I'd like to teach the word snack. So I ask them some questions to check that my student may know this word, okay? Some of students say that snack, but maybe the other don't know what's the meaning of a snack. So here I have to ask some CCQs, concept checking questions. So I ask these questions to check students have understood the meaning of a piece of grammar or item of vocab or functional expression, whatever I am explaining, or I want to show my students, okay? So here, eliciting the questions lead to the target language. After saying the target language, I ask CCQs to check that all my students understand or got the meaning of a word, grammar, or anything that I'm teaching or explaining. So these are two kinds of questions: before the target language, eliciting, and after the target language, CCQs, concept checking questions. Okay, I think it will be clear enough after we have some examples. But before examples, I'd like to show you some kinds of CCQs, okay? He crept along the corridor. So here I have a sentence that has the verb crept. Crept is the past form of the verb creep. Creep. Okay? Okay, try to guess if you don't know the meaning of this verb. He crept along the corridor, okay? He crept along the corridor. I'd like here to ask you, CCQs, to check that you understand the meaning of this verb. So can you tell me the word crept? Did he walk or run? Try to guess. When I say he crept along the corridor, quietly, for example. What do you think? Did he walk or run?
I think he walked.
Yes, he walked. Okay, did he walk slowly or quickly?
Slowly.
Slowly and quietly, yes. Did he want to see him?
No, he didn't want people to hear him.
Yes, he didn't want people to see or hear him. Okay. Okay. Another question. What do people do if they want to create? Here it's supposed, I think it's supposed to ask my students to act it out, to move slowly like a thief. Can you imagine?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, imagine that you walk quietly, slowly, and you don't want people to hear you or see you. So you walk quietly and slowly. So you don't want people to see you, like exactly like a thief. Okay. So here it's supposed students stand up and act it out. So here I checked that they got the meaning of the verb creep or the past form of creep. Okay?
Yes.
Okay. And another question here. When was okay? When was the last time you crept? Okay. For example, yesterday morning I crept because I didn't want my mother to get up. She was sleeping and I crept because I didn't want my mother to get up. Okay. This is about last time you crept Saturday morning, for example. And here each student gives a different. Okay. So let's have a look again at these questions. We have two kinds of CCQs, concept checking questions. Number one, listening questions. And here, teacher know the answer of the question. When I ask, did he walk? The teacher know that he walked. When I ask, did he walk slowly or quickly? The teacher know that he walked slowly or quietly. Did he want to him? No, he didn't want, in fact. Okay. So again, the teacher know the answer of this closed yes no questions, closed, because the answer yes or no, okay, or just one word. Okay, so open, what do people do if they want to create? Here we have different response from
Answer.
yes, or different answers.
Answer.
Open WH question, but both of them display questions because the teacher knows the answer. Okay, and what students do the action, I know what will they do. They will move slowly, quietly. Okay, he may raise his foot. Okay, and he will do that in a way it's supposed the teacher know, because of course the teacher know the meaning of creep or the best form of the verb. Okay, but another question, referential questions, it's all about the students. I don't know the answer of this question because I'm asking about the students. When
It's a reflection from the students.
Yes, that's right. It's all about the students. It's a kind of personification. Okay, sorry, personalization. I'm so sorry. When was the last time you crept? Yesterday or
It's a reflection from the students, and he reflect how does he understand or he know the The concept.
Yes, the meaning. That's right.
Oh.
Yes, that's right. Okay. So here we have two kinds of question: display question and referential. If it is questions, it's closed. If it is WH questions, it's open. Closed and open or display questions, the teacher know the answer. But referential question, the teacher doesn't know the answer. Okay. So let's apply that about this concept checking question. Is it a small amount or big amount? What do you think the kind of this question? Is it display or referential? Display. What do you think? Do you agree? Again, I'm asking about the question, is it a small amount or big amount? It's all about the snack. So this kind of question is concept checking questions. But I'm asking, is it display or referential?
Display.
Display, yes. Alia and Rauda, thank you. Yes, that's right. So it's a display question. Okay, when I ask, when is it eaten? What do you think? Is it display or referential?
Display, because the teacher know the answer.
Yes, that's right. Yes, it's a display question. Okay, what's your favorite snack? Is it a display or referential?
Referential.
Of course, referential. I don't know what's their favorite snack. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's again say, is it a small amount or a big amount of food? So it's a display. Is it open or closed?
It's closed.
It's closed. It's closed because
open.
yes, no question. I have to check the class. Yes, that's right. Yes, Fatma, the teacher knows the answer. The third one, yes, Alia, it's referential. And the yes, that's right. Thank you, Alia. Thank you, Raghda, and thank you, Fatma. That's right. Okay. So these are the kinds of CCQs. We have display questions, the teacher know the answer, and the referential question, the teacher doesn't know the answer because it's related to the students, the learners.
Yes.
Yes, okay. Let's apply that with more examples, and I think it will be clear, inshallah, with an item of vocabulary and an item with grammar, okay? So let's start with vocabulary. Here I have a picture of people, they are sitting together. And I have this word, reunion. What do you think about this word? Can you guess the meaning of this word?
Yes.
Yes, can you guess, Raghda?
I can guess from the word itself because it has two parts, re and union.
Yes.
I know that union is the means that when people are sitting together or in a meeting together.
Yes, that's right. So it's a meeting. Yes, that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Here the picture, I can use a picture like this, and I say reunion. Yes, and in another way, I can give my students simple definition. Make it simple.
Yeah.
Meeting of people who haven't seen each other for a long time.
That's a long time.
Okay, welcome, Teresa. Yes, thank you, Alia. Or after many years, yes, a long time, yes. Welcome, Teresa. I think Teresa is trying to join us. Okay, so here we have a definition of the word reunion. Okay, so it's a meeting of people who haven't seen each other for a long time. Of course, from the picture, my students can guess that it's a meeting. People are sitting or talking together. The definition make it clear that it's a meeting of people who haven't met each other or seen each other for a long time. Okay, so I think it's clear now. Okay? So if I want to ask my students concept checking question. I'd like to check that my students got the meaning of this word. So can you suggest some questions? To check that they know the meaning of this word. So I show them a photo to explain this word, and I give them a simple definition to make it easier for them. And I'd like to let them know that it's a meeting of people, but these people haven't seen each other for a long time. So I'd like to check they got the meaning. So can you suggest any questions?
Okay, we can ask them if this word express a people alone or with other people.
Yes, that's right. So is it a people of, is it a meeting of many people or not? Yes. What else? Can you suggest other questions?
What are they do?
What are they doing?
Doing, yeah.
Okay, what are they doing? Yes.
This their first time to meet or they met before?
Okay, so do they meet before, or is it the first time for them to meet or see each other? Okay. Any other questions? Okay. Alia said, are they happy? Because they haven't seen each other for a long time. Yes. Are they happy to meet each other again? Yes. Okay. Good suggestions, in fact. And I wrote some concept checking questions for this word. Is it a meeting for people who meet every day? What do you think? Try to answer this question.
No.
Because they haven't met for a long time. Okay.
Yeah.
Is it after a short time or a long time?
Long time.
Long time. Okay. What do people do in this reunion or this meeting?
Talking. They are talking.
They see each other, they talk, they speak with each other. Yes. As we said. Okay. Have you ever attended a reunion occasion or event?
Yes.
Okay.
Many
Yes.
times.
Yeah, that's nice. So can you tell me, here we have 4 questions. What are the display questions here? We have one.
Is it a meeting for people who meet every day? Display. The first question.
The first one is display. What about the second
the
one?
first one? The
second, yeah.
All
and the
of
second.
them except.
Okay.
The first 3 questions.
Okay, so the
Display.
first display. What about the last one?
The refreshment.
Refreshmental. Yes, that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think? Do you agree with Miss Noha? Miss Noha said the first 3 questions are display questions because, of course, the teacher knows the answer, but the last one, the teacher doesn't know the answer. So it's refreshmental questions. What do you think? Do you agree?
The last one related to the students. The
Yes.
last questions.
Yes, that's right. It's related to my students. Yes, that's
and the answer will be different.
Yes,
from one student to another.
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is for CCQs. For the last one is referential. Yes, thank you, Alia. Yes, that's right. You are right, and Ms. Noha, you are right. The first 3 questions are display. The teacher here knows the answer, but the last one is not display. Yes, 1, 2 are display. Yes, Fatma. Yes, that's right. Excellent. Thank you. Yes, that's right. Okay. So this is for grammar. For vocabulary. So the word reunion. We will do the same for grammar. Okay?
Yeah.
Let's try that for grammar. Here we have a grammar item which is used to. Okay? So as a teacher, I should I show or display a picture of old man. A picture which is old. Okay, where I can see a boy who is young, okay? And I say he used to play football. He used to play football using this old photo or black and white photo, okay? So here I'd like to check that my students got or understand the meaning of used to. So what kinds of concept checking question that we can ask to?
Did he play football when he was young?
Okay, this is the first one. So did he play football when he was young? Yes. Okay, what else? Thank you, Miss Noha. Okay, imagine
Okay,
that
I
you
can
want-
ask him,
Yeah, sure, Ragda.
is the picture expressing about the child when he is old or young or now or in the past?
Yes, that's right. So what do you think about the picture? Is it taken now or in the past? Yes. Okay.
This picture is about the child. Yes.
Yeah, that's right. Yes. Okay. Any
What
other?
was his favorite sport when he was young?
Okay, so what was his favorite sport when he was young? Okay. Okay.
Does he still playing this sport?
Again?
Does he still playing this sport?
Yes, a very important question. Does he
Yeah.
play football now? Yes. Does he play
Yes.
football now? Because used to means he stopped. He used to play football.
Stop. Yeah.
Yeah,
When he was
stopped.
young.
Yes, that's right. So he stopped playing football. So when I ask my students, does he play football now? Of course, the answer will be no. He
No.
doesn't play now. Yes, that's right. A good question. Thank you. Perfect. Okay. Here I have an explanation first of the sentence he used to play football. Okay, let's have a look at this explanation.
ولا نون.
Okay, so we will break out the meaning into simple sentences. So he used to play football. It means he doesn't play football now. He played football in the past. Of course, he stopped. He played football many times in the past. So the key thing here that I want to convey is he doesn't play now. So yes, he played in the past, many times in the past or when he was young, but now he stopped. Now he doesn't play football, okay? So while explaining the structure in simple sentences, the students got the meaning, okay? And now it's the time for asking CCQs, okay? So here we have some suggestions, okay? So try to answer these questions. Does he play football now?
No.
No. Did he play football in the past?
Yes.
Yes. Did he play once or many times?
Many times.
Many times. So he used to play football in the past, but now he stopped or now he doesn't play. So while asking CCQs, I'll check that my students got the meaning of the grammar used to. Okay, so he used to eat pasta, for example. So I know that now he doesn't eat pasta. In the past, he ate pasta and he ate it many times because he used to do that. Okay, so this is an example of CCQs with grammar. Okay, so while asking this question, I check that my students understand the grammar item correctly. Okay. Okay. So this is the second part of the session, CCQs. If you have any questions. If you have any questions about this part, CCQs or ICQs, it's okay. Okay, do you have any questions about this part, CCQs? If you don't want to use the mic, you can use the chat box. You can type your question. Okay. Any questions so far?
No.
Okay, so let's wrap up this part about CCQs. Okay, so who can tell me what are CCQs?
Concept checking questions.
Checking question, that's right. Remember the
Yeah.
kinds of concept checking questions?
Display, operational,
Differential, yes. What's the difference between them?
Display, the teacher knows the answer, but referential, the teacher doesn't know the answer. It's related to the student.
Yes, that's
The
right.
answer will be different.
Yes, that's right. Okay, so what's the difference between eliciting questions and CCQs? When can I ask eliciting questions? Yes, Fatma.
Before asking the questions, the CCQ questions.
Of course, yes, yeah. So I ask eliciting question to get the target language.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So while answering the eliciting questions, I'll get the target language from my students. Okay.
Yeah.
So of course, yes, it's before the target language because such kinds of questions lead to the target language. Yes. Thank you, Fatma. Yes, CCQs are a display and the referential. Yes. Thank you, Fatma. Okay. Okay. How can I form, or let's say the ICQs, the first part of the session? What are the ICQs?
Instruction checking questions.
Yeah, that's right. And of course, I ask these questions after giving the instructions. How can I form them?
Yeah. Use simple language.
Yeah, sure.
Ask
They
about
mustn't
the task
be
itself.
long.
So simple language.
Yeah. Ask about the task.
Yes, ask about
simple language, and I have to use them. I have to use short questions.
Yes, of course.
And specific questions.
Yeah, that's right. So I'm asking about the task. It's supposed to be specific. And Fatma said it must be simple and short, specific. Yes, Fatma, that's right.
Ask about the time.
Of course, yes. I'm asking, it's very important to ask about the three things. What are they?
The time.
The time, how much time?
And how students will do this test. This test.
Yes.
And what are they doing?
Yes. How are they going to do or to work?
Yeah.
In groups, in teams, individually or in pairs. And when I ask about the task, as you said, it's supposed to be specific. So it's not a good idea to ask what are you going to do. So be
yes,
as much as I can. Yes, thank you, Alia, and thank you, Fatma. Thank you, Raghda, and thank you, Miss Noha. Yes. Okay, so this was our session today, ICQs and CCQs. I hope you find it useful.
Yes.
Yes, and if you remember our agenda, we talked today, as we said, about ICQs and CCQs. We have some examples, and we talked about CCQs, the difference between CCQs and eliciting questions. And we have some examples with vocabulary and grammar, because it's okay to ask CCQs with both vocabulary and grammar. But here I'd like to ask just a last question, okay, about grammar. Okay, do I have to ask CCQs with each item of vocabulary? For example, I teach the word book, the word chair, the word table. So do I have a teacher to ask CCQs? What do you think? Again, my question is, if I teach my students a word like book, chair, table, and I show them a picture, so do I have to ask CCQs for each item that I teach?
Yeah.
Again, is it a good idea to ask CCQs for each item I teach? Alia said main vocabulary. Thank you, Fatma. Alia said main vocabulary. Okay. What do you think?
I think no.
No. So when I should ask such questions?
For the new vocabulary or the new or the new key structures.
The new key structures. Okay. For example, when I have a word like table, can I ask concept checking questions for the word table?
No.
No, I think we don't need. Yes.
Yes.
The difficult one. Difficult or a new.
Yes, or the ones that are abstract. I can.
Yes.
Yes, I want to check that my students got the meaning of this word.
Only for the abstract nouns.
Yes, that's right. So I think once the word is a concrete word, like, for example, door. So it's easy to hold up a card of door or point to the door of the classroom and say door. But sometimes I have some words that seem to be confusing for my students, and I have to check that they got the meaning. So here I have to ask CCQs. So don't overuse CCQs because you may waste your time. And my students already know the meaning of the common words like table, chair, window, teacher. Okay, so once I check that my students don't get the exact meaning of a word, so here I can ask CCQs. Okay, so don't overuse using or asking CCQs in your classroom. You can use them only to check that they know the concept, the meaning, because here CQs concept, something I have to understand. Concept means meaning. Okay, so it's related more with abstract words or the word that need the students to understand its meaning, the word that I have to understand the meaning. Yes, Raja. Yes, Ragda, do you want to say anything?
I just said that we can use CCQs when I am explaining a new structure.
Yeah, of course, with grammar. For example, present continuous. If I want to check that the action is continuous, it doesn't finish. So when I say he is reading now, so I have to explain to my student that the action is continuous. So does he finish? No, he is still reading. So yes, so that's it. So to illustrate the meaning, yes, that's it. Yes, Fatma, thank you. Okay, so I'm so happy to have this session today. I hope you find it useful, and thanks for your time. Okay,
thank you.
I hope we so welcome, and thanks a lot for your so welcome. Thanks a lot for your time and your participation. I'm really happy to meet you again in a new session. And inshallah, I'll send the presentation on our WhatsApp group and see you soon, inshallah. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Miss Hannah. Goodbye.
Bye.
يا أحمد.
Goodbye فاطمة.